Okay, so we got a lot of different things to be talking to you about in this episode. This is just a quick little update video of what has changed in this map, as well as what's to come, because we have a few different substantive things to talk about that have changed in this Piggy Build Mode map. But more importantly, we got some big things coming for the future that I just need to talk about because I don't think I've properly explained them. Or I have, and it was on a stream, and we'll just talk about it now. So right now we're in front of the Sᴜභꜱ International Airport. That is the name of the giant city that we are in, which is loosely based off something that I've explained in other videos. Go check them out if you want. But essentially, I think for now at least, we've completed almost everything. This airport is very loosely inspired off of Disney's Wilderness Lodge Resort in Disney World. So we got a bunch of different sitting and relaxing areas to sit around and relax because, as we all know, airports can be very stressful, very hectic. If you aren't on time for something, it's the end of the world. Despite the fact that there are a lot of seating, this is where you can get all the easy stuff done. For instance, when you get in, you can jump right over to the respective air company that you signed up with, and you just get in line, put your baggage on the scale, weigh it. They'll send it on its way down the conveyor belt. Now, as you notice right here, we have the door blocking the conveyor belt. There's actually two different sets of levers that we have in this map. As you notice right now, from this perspective, the building is locked up. You need to find a way in. And as you might notice, we're using the new lever pieces, the lever block with the opening and closing door function. But essentially what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to the back end of the building.
You jump up the side of the window pane. You jump through the windows towards the top of this roof. Then you go down the tree. There's a little hatch there. You go down the trunk, and then there's a hole inside the base of the trunk. You go inside there, and there's the lever. Simple as that.
I wanted to use every space I could, so I added in these gates to add into something I mentioned a while back on my channel. If you haven't already checked it out, here's a video here to talk about the challenge factor. You want to limit the amount of space and running room that you have in your map so that Piggy can't easily get to you and so that you can't easily just run around Piggy. And of course we have this giant beautiful window panel. Definitely check out the Discord and follow the announcement page under Piggy Build Mode updates. What we got right here for the ceiling right here, we angled it in a little bit. As you know, it's like barely angled. I noticed that I could actually push it back. I was debating whether or not to do that, and I was thinking maybe I should just post that in the Discord server and see what you guys think. But then when I noticed it aligns perfectly with this outer frame right here that cannot be changed easily, I thought, well, let's just keep that and it looks a lot better from the outside. We added this desk here because obviously I can't just leave this area blank. The initial plan before I actually built it was that there was gonna be a desk somewhere around right here, like towards the back, like right in the corner, so that these two lanes would merge from both escalators. But I thought, you know what, why not have a desk here? We could put like a reception desk.
This is our receptionist, Pam.
And we'll put it right here, right on either side of the escalators, so people can actually get up close to the windows and actually see and take in the amazing sight. You go through security. We haven't added anything here yet. I haven't thought of anything to put here either. And then I finally filled in this. But look what we got. We got ourselves a lever. And there's a number of reasons why we got that. And that is perfectly placed at this end so that you have no choice but to go through security. And it also incentivizes you to go through security because not only can you physically not make your way through security without walking through that whole line, but now you kind of want to get through because you have to unlock this. You won't be able to walk through the Skywalk without unlocking this. And that lever connects to these doors and this. And of course, once you walk through here, we have the Skywalk. Now, this is just the most basic design I could come up with. I might change it up a little bit because I feel like there's either too many windows or windows in the wrong place. This took a lot longer than it should have, just these beams. They did look pretty cool when I was building them. Look back at it now, they look very spindly. They might need to be changed. And then we added in these because the baggage needs to cross the river too. And then this first floor will be reserved for different things to get airplanes ready for takeoff, whether it's fuel, filling up food, and of course the baggage. And of course the second floor, which will, as you can see from this level, if this is where they're gonna enter, the passengers, if they're gonna enter from here, then this floor is gonna be a lot bigger. It's kind of definitely taller than this building, but it's probably gonna be quite a few amount of blocks higher than that. And then something else I was looking into as I was building this that I really wanted to try this design on the mall. I wanted to add this little design. I've seen this before on houses in country clubs, and even though it's in this case it's a fake window, I think it would be something interesting to add on either side of here, just so that it's not this flat panel right here. And then I also might add in wood for the ceiling right here. And then if we look back to like the last time I showed you this room, it was all that dark green color, which was the roof. So we covered that all up. The ceilings will be a lot higher in this room, and there'll be windows from the floor to the ceiling, because this is where you're gonna see the airplanes come in and take off. It's gonna be an amazing sight to see, and in front of a beach, no less. So from just to give you a general idea of what's gonna happen, we're gonna have the runway somewhere maybe in this area, and then beyond that we'll have the dunes and then the beach, and this will flow into the beach. And then over in that back corner, if you don't already know, that's going to be the arrival terminal, baggage claim, car rental service, and the parking garage will all be on that island. And then something else I wanted to mention that I haven't talked about or shown before is this little creek that we have right here. Unstable landmass, doesn't have a strong enough force acting upon it to put a structure or put a foundation on it. And I wanted to just show different landforms like that, just so that it isn't all just water and everything's just perfect. It's not solid one or the other. And I thought that'd be interesting, an interesting way to incorporate another skywalk to connect over to this building. And I have it pretty much the same. Looking back at the skywalk, I do think it is pretty wide, and it seamlessly connects right here. It doesn't look like it's another thing. I don't know if I like that or not. Comment below if there's anything else that you'd like to see happen in this airport. If you have suggestions on something you want to see happen or be built in this map, definitely go check it out. And if there's any other buildings that you want to see in this map that I haven't covered enough on my videos, or if there's something that you think is in my map and you're not sure about it, definitely go check the My Huge Piggy Build Mode map playlist, where we got reviews of each and every one of these buildings, as well as tips too on how to make your map stand out and look good. We're going to be talking more about that update that was recently released. It will be a benefit to certain maps, and it will be not useless, but some maps will remain indifferent with it, because it'll only benefit certain maps depending on what style you are building, and you can definitely make it work. It seems very mechanical, less structural. And if you want to see more videos like this in your YouTube feed, make sure that you press the big red subscribe icon right below this video, and make sure you press the bell icon so that you won't miss random videos like this, especially live streams when they go live. You don't want to miss that. Thanks for watching. You've been watching this on Piggy Plus.